What up, YouTube? This is Steven, and I got some news regarding Miss Ayumi Hamasaki for you guys. Alright, so Arama Japan posted an article, and the title of the article is Ayumi Hamasaki posts salacious lingerie photo following divorce announcement. Okay, so Ayumi is back to her old ways. I don't think she ever stopped them or dropped them. But yeah, as you guys may or may not know, I did some videos about Ayumi's Instagram, and I know there was like a reoccurring theme on Ayumi's Instagram that involved her kind of like doing like lingerie photo shoots and dressing, more salacious and more provocative. And for me, I'm like, just another day, and I'm sure for Ayumi it's the same thing. But let me read this article and give my thoughts and opinions. All right, here we go. See, is this a new beginning for our beloved singer, our chanteuse? In one way, yes. I mean, she's getting a divorce, but in another way, no, because she's been posting salacious photos for a while. All right, next. Following her separation from her second husband, Tyson Botkin. Okay, in this article, they call him Tyson Hamasaki Botkin. I'm pretty sure, I don't think he took her last name. I don't think so. This might be a misprint. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think he took her last name. But yeah, and also it would be the other way around. It would be Tyson Botkin Hamasaki. Nah, Tyson Hamasaki Botkin. So are they trying to throw some subtle shade at this man? Or either was it just like an honest mistake? All right. Let's keep it moving. All right. Ayumi took to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter with a brand new profile photo and an update with a black and white shot of the social media artist in only her undies. So, a lingerie photo shoot. Well, not a photo shoot, but a lingerie photo. Let's see. This update attracted a lot of attention from fans across her social networking sites. And some of their comments are posted, and I'll read through them. All right. Ayumi-chan, or Ayu-chan's cool Ganjin style, or Gaijin style. I think it's Ganjin. Next. This looks like Namie Amuro's Sweet 19 Blue CD jacket. Next. I feel like you've been under prison for 3 years, and now you're back. Next, I'm screaming. Next, I don't like this picture. I'm sorry. And next, Ayumi. Ayumi. Or more like Ayumi. Like A and then yummy. The word yummy. Alright, so let me talk about these comments right quick. Particularly the Namie Amuro Sweet 19 CD jacket comment. Alright, somebody was kind of got pissed off in the comment section, and they were like, no, it's not like that. Who can say it? Why people are saying that? Just because it's in black and white? Ah. And I will say when I first saw the photo, it didn't, like my mind didn't go there. And I'm well aware of Namie's album covers, and also a single cover, because Sweet 19 Blues has an album cover, but it also has a single cover because it was both. And my mind didn't go there. My mind, I don't know, it didn't go there. However, when someone mentioned it, I was like, oh well, I guess you can kind of see it that way, but it's not exactly the same though. To be fair, I feel like it kind of goes a step. Like for Namie was going for more like an edgy, moody sort of look, while Ayumi's going for maybe more like an edgy editorial grunge look. So Ayumi, like Namie's on the side of being like edgy, editorial, and moody. A bit more like a bit of a mood. But Ayumi's going for more like editorial, edgy grunge type of look. Because her hair's disheveled, her makeup or lipstick or whatever is kind of all over the place. So I think, Ayumi's going for, like, they're going for different looks, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. But I can kind of see where some people might be coming from with the comparison. I can see with the comparison. But then again, people are like, well, does Namie own the black and white color scheme? No, she doesn't. You're right, she does not. But I guess that's just what popped in people's minds. Some people. But like I said, it didn't pop into my mind, and once I heard someone mention it, I was like, well, I guess a little bit. But I'll give Ayumi a pass. I don't think she like trying to bite off a Namie. I'll give her a pass. But you can compare the two photos. The photos are worth a comparison. Let's see. Next comment I want to speak on is, I feel like you've been under prison, more like in prison. I don't know why they say under prison, for 3 years, and now you're back. That's some shade, because that was how long her marriage lasted. But she was still here though. She's been releasing material for a while. It's not like she got married and then took a hiatus. She was still releasing material. Granted, some people had issues with the material, but she was still releasing material. So it wasn't like she totally just left the scene. And she was touring. She was doing tours, and she even did like a few promotional appearances. Promo. Let's see. All right, so let's move on with the next part of this article. She pairs the image with lyrics from her song "Return Road." "Quote unquote, we saw, we felt, we promised about. Is it still out there somewhere, smiling gently at us?" So I'm guessing she's referring to love, maybe. Return Road. Let's see. All right, so "Quote unquote, Return Road" is a song from her 2012 album Party Queen, a return to a lyrical self-exposure for Ayumi, back to being vulnerable to the listener's interpretation of her. So I guess that's why maybe she chose the lyrics from that song. In a magazine interview, she commented that the songwriting process at this point was so easy that she considered making this into a double album. Filled with dance songs and ballads, much of the album consisted of both rejections of and emotional reactions to her divorce from her first husband, actor Manuel Schwartz, at the beginning of 2012. So yeah, I'm sure the IU mites know, the IU Army, I forgot what I was trying to call her fan base at one point. What was that name? Perhaps the IU Armada? But anywho, yeah, I know that they already know this, but Manuel Schwartz was Ayumi's first husband. Also her first divorce too. And they got married in Las Vegas. I think they met on like the set of one of Ayumi's video shoots. I forget which video. And from what I heard, word on the internet streets is that Ayumi never filed the paperwork for her marriage in Japan for this guy, Manuel Schwartz, which raises red flags for me already. Let's see. All right, let's move on to the last part of this article. Ayumi has left this song open to interpretation in the past, not confirming or denying it's about her divorce from Manuel Schwartz. But it seems clear that her confirmed official divorce, it seems clear that it's her confirmed official divorce anthem. Are we ready for Party Queen 2.0? Okay, so I guess the album Party Queen. Okay, alright. Because for me, I'm kind of like, as far as Ayumi is concerned, I keep tabs on Ayumi. I listen to her singles and whatnot. I'm not totally into like her music to the point of like listening to like the album songs. Although I did listen to the album songs on Misunderstood back in 2006, and I actually do have that album. So I don't know all of the information, that they're talking about here. But I guess you don't have to, could be by the way that they explained it. But I didn't know that the album Party Queen was like kind of like her divorce album. Um, but yeah, she considered making that album a 2-disc album, I guess, because she had just so much to write about. So I'm guessing, I guess they're saying, are we gonna be getting that Party Queen 2.0? It would be like the Party Queen has returned, or like the return of the Party Queen, or the Party Queen strikes back. Attack of the Party Queen clones. I don't know. But I guess I think that this, Ayumi posting this photo perhaps is a form of therapy for Ayumi, a bit cathartic perhaps freeing, perhaps just wanting to do something. So I don't knock her for posting these photos, well, this photo. If it makes her feel better, go for it. But yeah, I think I've said all I have to say for the time being. So thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated and extremely valued. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.